somewhere over the course of the past weekend, I think that I was given food, or I ate food that had weed in it. So I'm feeling pretty bad, feeling pretty in pain. And, that's the really hard thing about traveling when you've got dietary restrictions. You don't know what is going to be available to you. You don't know, where you can get your next meal, your next safe meal. Traveling like we did this weekend, more of a rural destination. So you've got your McDonald's, you've got your Wendy's. That's not how to pluralize either of those two places, but that's life with a dietary restriction. When we went down to Florida, I had to spend some time looking up menus on restaurants that I knew we would be around, so I could have a course of action, a plan of which places I can and can't eat. More specifically, these are restaurants that are safe, so let's make sure to hit these and plan out accordingly where I'm going to be on each day, in which, what safe places or safe menu items are in those areas. So that makes traveling quite a challenge. So I always keep a box of like protein bars or gum with me. Drink a lot of coffee because that's an appetite suppressant. But yeah, I mean it really just affects all of me because there's just so many things connected to what happens when I accidentally have something with gluten in it, and none of them are good. All of them involve bodily functions, altering those in various ways. So, that's not fun for anybody. But these last couple of weeks of this project, posting a video every day, it's like the universe is trying to keep me from doing it, but I'm going to keep doing it. I've got a little over a week left. I'm not going to let something like this, explosive diarrhea, if the case may be, all kinds of things. I've had all kinds of things, associated with accidentally having wheat, and it goes in cycles. At first it was like chest pains and migraines and cold sores and arthritis and abdominal pains, like very sharp abdominal pains. Sort of like a crapshoot. Every single time it may be something different. So when people make fun of me and say like, oh, hey, don't be a baby. It's like, well, I won't choose to be in pain. So that's a big, part of my decision making is I don't like to be in pain. I don't like to be laying in bed or laying in the bathroom. That's the way it goes. So hopefully at some point they're going to figure out a way to get around this whole thing. But for now, I've got to plan carefully, and that's my life for the time being. There was this really cool feature of the McDonald's we were at. I never eat McDonald's because there's nothing on their menu. I mean, you can get a hamburger without a bun, but that feels pretty foolish to pay $4 for just a hamburger patty and then like a Kraft single on top of it. But this McDonald's that we were at, it was breakfast time, so you can, they had this kiosk, so you don't even have to go up and talk to anybody. At the counter, you just type in all the things you want. You can add all the customizations, and then you pull a little beacon out of this basket. You type the number of the beacon that you have, and you go sit at the table you want. And they've got a tracking device in the restaurant that when it's time, to get your order all settled, they know exactly what table you're at, and they bring it out to you. They brought us they left out a couple of things, so it wasn't perfect, but we didn't have to wait in line at the counter. We didn't have to, talk to anybody hardly, and seems like the way to go. If Starbucks can be, so forward thinking and allow you to order your stuff and pay for your stuff in the app, certainly McDonald's can. Make that a good experience. I don't. People will pay for a good experience. I don't love Starbucks coffee. I actually don't really like it very much. But when I was traveling, I was in Boston, and there's a Starbucks in my hotel, and even though there's a line all the way out the door, I could, in the app, make my order, pay for it. By the time I got down from my room to the Starbucks, my stuff was ready. I went, picked it up, walked away. I will pay extra for that convenience. So McDonald's, was able to get some scrambled eggs and bacon and stuff, and yeah, it's one thing I can eat. It's the only thing I can eat at McDonald's, except for the salads. If you buy salads at McDonald's, you're barking up the wrong tree. McDonald's had this, I think, a listeria outbreak or something. Some sort of bacterial infection associated with their lettuce. It may have been a ploy to just be like, hey guys, we don't want to make these crappy little salads in a plastic tube anymore. So let's just say that there's bacteria on them. Keep buying fish fillets. Have your fish fillets. So I'm gonna lay down. I don't feel good, but a little over a week left before my birthday. It's winding down very quickly, and sort of excited for that. But at the same time, I don't know what I'll do with myself when I don't have to think of a new video every day, which consumes a large part of my evenings, or during lunchtime. I think oh, here's a good idea. It's a little checkbox I need to figure out that day. So I'm just I'll have so much time. I don't know what to do with myself. Just kidding. There's plenty of things to do. So I don't know. We'll see you tomorrow.